All right, everybody. Hi, it's Frank Wrights with 1023 XLC. And man, I've been waiting for this all week. Thank you for being here. First of all, it's our social stream live event, and it's our second one. And we're talking with Dan Beelow from Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich. And how you doing, Dan?
Doing great, Frank. How are you? Hey,
Doing all right. Doing all right. It's no secret that your restaurant happens to be one of my very favorites, not just for steak, but just in general. And real quick, before we kind of get into the meat and potatoes, no pun intended, of our conversation, I've noticed behind you, there's some kind of new things on the wall. You doing some remodeling during the time?
Yeah, my son just recently graduated from college, so during this time with not much to do, we've been going over to one of our old barns and repurposing a lot of the wood and things that were in it. And you can see behind me here, that's kind of one of the walls with and what that is, it's a wooden tank that the farmers used to use for molasses that they mixed with the cow's feed. And that was up in the rafters of one of the barns. So we kind of took it apart the way it was and put it on the wall. You know, you could see the steel anchors holding it together. And it was just a real part of history. We thought it was pretty neat.
That's awesome. And, you know, you brought up your barn because you have a farm that a lot of your meat comes from, right?
Yeah, we do. My brother still farms. He supplies a lot of our beef. All of our burgers are from the farm. And then we have specials of the meat that he raises on the farm.
See, now that I think is really great. And, you know, all the times that we've talked, that's something that has always stood out to me, really, because you know where the meat's coming from. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right?
Yeah, you know what? It's a great challenge to try to provide that in an area that we're in with not a lot of space and everything. But he does a great job of, you know, pasturing the beef and, you know, just taking care of them and getting them to us.
Yeah, talk about farm to your table, and it shows. Now, Leah was at your restaurant last week on Friday doing her dash and dine. She came and got some lunch and got some burgers. That inspired me then to go in the evening. I got steak, but I'm not playing around. You know, I got steak. And, man, you know, I got to tell you, even with the pickup option, I mean, I got home and we were kind of talking. I'm a little bit outside of your delivery radius, and that's all right because I didn't mind driving there. But the food was still hot by the time I got here. So, I mean, it was great. It really was.
Yeah, we changed all of our to-go stuff just so it would help a little bit with the delivery. They're a little heavier, makes it a little easier, a little better to get it home.
Well, it worked out. And, I want to tell everybody, we've got a gift card coming up that you could try. Beelow's, if you haven't been there before in Lake Zurich, we've got a gift card. You're coming your way at the end of the broadcast. So you got to hang tight. We'll give you the link to be able to do that. Dan, Heidi here, you could probably see right there. She's looking forward to having a nice dinner at Beelow's again. And that could kind of happen at the end of the month, can it?
Yes, it can. We've gotten word that we should be able to open our patio and some under the stars dining. We don't know the exact details yet, but we are waiting for those, and we'll probably start taking reservations on Wednesday.
Awesome. So this coming Wednesday, you could give you guys a call and set that up. And if you haven't been to the patio over there at Beelow's, it's awesome. I mean, I'm showing some pictures here, but Dan, you've got radiant heat above and below you, 2 fireplaces, retractable roof, a bar out there. I mean, it's a really nice spot.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tropical setting. You don't feel that you're in a parking lot. And we have waterfalls, and it's just a beautiful spot, and we can use it in a week. Yeah,
and just speaking of how unique your patio is, we were with you for restaurant week in February, and we sat out on the patio next to the fire, and it was awesome. So no matter what the weather is, you can enjoy it.
I don't think you've ever sat inside, Frank. I think you're always sitting out there.
Man, you know what? I think you're about right. Well, why not? I mean, it's so nice
You're a
out there.
guy.
It's such a unique experience. Why not be out there?
Yeah.
And it's really great that with the world that we're in and the changes that we've got coming up, that you could open that patio and at least get people to be able to enjoy that. Because really, I mean, even if you guys were able to open full bore, being out in the patio is a spot to be for sure. So
and we're really looking forward to seeing our guests again. I mean, it's been so long. We miss them a lot. Just can't wait till we can start seeing them again.
Yeah, well, we miss you. That was part of the reason why I made a trip out there, because, man, I haven't had a good steak in a long time, and if I'm going to go have steak, I know where I'm going. It's to your spot. Dan, there's some other cool stuff that you've got going on now. Originally, you were going to have a virtual cigar dinner, but you don't have to worry about that now because you're going to have an actual cigar dinner at some point coming up, right?
We are, yes. We were going to do a virtual. We would have kind of what we're doing now. You sign in and everybody can enjoy themselves. And we'd either deliver the food or you'd come and get it. And then you sign in and you could have your dinner at your home outside, which weather permitting, which is going to be, we're planning on June 9th for the cigar dinner. And we will have the 10th and 11th as a rain date because it will be out under the stars. It won't be on the patio, but we have a section that we're going to have it at. So we will have to, make sure that the weather's good when we do it.
Sure. Yeah, and I know you and I talked about that too. And your cigar dinners are pretty classic. And I was hoping to come to one, and then the pandemic happened. So maybe you'll see me there, Dan. Maybe you'll see me there.
Sure. I think I remember the menu. First is going to be smoked chili. Ooh. And then we have a balsamic cucumber salad, smoked pork belly, a smoked pork chop. Then we're going to have Wagyu beef. A Wagyu steak, which is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. We're going to have for dessert, we have smoked bacon coated with chocolate in a swirl. So that's really,
and that brings me to another point. Everything you guys make is made in house, and that's even down to the dressings on your salads, right?
Yes, we make everything in house.
Now, man, it just seems to me like you don't hear about that as much as you used to. And I think that's awfully impressive. And it shows. My favorite thing, Dan, let me tell you what I did. Okay. I want to tell you what I did. So I ordered a steak from you. I don't even know which one I got. It was very tasty. But I asked for a side of Kelly sauce. And I putting my steak in that. It was amazing.
It is amazing. That is amazing with everything. That's bacon. You dip bacon in it. It's amazing. So
I didn't even think of that. That does sound that's so good.
Put it on a pork belly, and it's good with mashed potatoes too. I don't know if you ever tried that, but
no, I have not. But man, you're giving me some plans now.
It's really good, yeah.
Kelly sauce you got to get the Kelly shrimp when you go. It's an appetizer, and it's probably one of my favorite things on the menu. And the funny thing, my wife really enjoys the coleslaw it's served on, which is more of the garnish end of it, but she loves it. She'll go to town on that even. With that
that's a great mixture with it. And if you ever have coleslaw, you put a little of Kelly's sauce in it. It really spices it up. It's really good.
That stuff is amazing, but you've got your full menu going on. People are able to order the Kelly shrimp, everything on your menu. I have not had one thing that I have not enjoyed. I have not heard of any of my friends that have come with me that was ever disappointed by anything that they've had at your restaurant. And in all honesty, it really does show the quality in the food that you're providing. And one thing that I appreciate too, Dan, is that you have a really extensive menu for a steakhouse. You've got a lot of stuff going on. You're not just steak. You do amazing burgers as well, which Heidi said that right here, that your burgers are outstanding. And Leah was talking about how great they were. And my cousin came in from Green Bay. I took him to Beelow's, and he thought that burger was one of the best burgers he's ever had in his entire life. And I can't blame him.
Yeah, again, it comes from our farm, so But what's unique is we dry age that ground beef for 21 days before we grind it, which I don't know of anywhere that's being done. And then we do a little process that drains out some of the red blood, so your bottom bun doesn't get soaked with that type of juice and stuff. So they're really phenomenal burgers. And we have our own unique grinding that they grind just for us, a little coarser, a little different mixture.
Yeah, and it's really, really good. Again, we're talking with Dan Beelow from Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich, and we've got a gift card to give away at the end of the broadcast. Hang on tight for that. We'll give you the link that you could go and sign up to win that and pick up some good food from Beelow's, or even stop by and enjoy the patio after May 29th. And Dan, dealing with this pandemic and changing business and how things are done, have you seen a lot of regulars still coming through and new people trying your restaurant because maybe they were, I don't know, I don't want to say intimidated, but it's a steakhouse and maybe some people feel that they don't know what to order or what to do, and maybe are more comfortable trying that at home. Have you noticed that your parking lot still has a good amount of traffic coming through with the pickup?
Yeah, it's always great with our regulars that call up and they like talking to, the the service people that are answering the phones, and they get in great conversations and how you doing, and then like you said, we get a lot of new people that are trying it for the first time. I guess just because kind of what you said, let's try something different. We haven't been there, they're stuck in the house. So yeah, we've got a good combination of both new and regulars. Well,
that's great. And I mean, like I said, I boast about you guys all the time. This is not something that
I can't wait to see you again.
What's that?
I can't wait to see you again.
Oh, I can't either, Dan. We got to have a cocktail and a steak. And and that's what I'm looking forward to, and having this opportunity of restaurants opening up on May 29th, at least outdoor seating, and your situation is really, really, really beneficial. I feel like it's going to be a great time. And man, what else are you guys doing? You have Father's Day coming up, and you are open from 9 to 3 that day, right?
Correct. Yeah. We're going to be doing two different things for takeout and for the patio. On the patio, we're going to do kind of a family style brunch type of thing, to where we'll bring you out a bunch, a lot of our special brunch items. And for takeout, we'll pack all that stuff up for you, and you can come and pick it up, which will include my famous steaks that I always cook on Father's Day myself. They're slices of filet. Everybody says it's the best piece of steak they ever have on Father's Day.
All right. Well, Dan, you're going to see me before you know it then, apparently. It seems phenomenal. Because I mean, filet is outstanding, and with what you're talking about, I need to eat that. My wife, I've already told her what I want. And before I was like, nothing. Don't worry about it. I don't need anything. But now I got to say, I'm going to Beelow's. And speaking of Father's Day too, thanks to you, we've got Dough for Dad going on. We're giving away $1,000 and some gift cards there too. That's all happening at 1023xlc.com. So look, this ties in perfectly. Win a gift card for Beelow's. Go to Beelow's, get some good stuff for Father's Day, and
for sure. Why don't you make that 3 gift cards you give away?
Look at you, man. You're taking care today. 3 gift cards today.
Customers coming. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's do 3.
All right, we've got 3 $50 gift cards to give away coming up at the end of the broadcast. So hang tight. I'll give you the link for that. 3 $50 gift cards for you to enjoy Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich. And Dan, something else I think is amazing we have to talk about, your family meals that are available. Now, is this the family meals that you're offering? Is that for pickup only, or can you get that delivered too?
Delivered to pickup. It includes that we have these great party pouches with we have Sex on the Beach and I call it John Daly. It's vodka, lemonade, and tea, and that comes with your family meal and a little soda for the kids, so you can have your food and have some fun too.
No kidding, right? And that's super important. I'm learning that with my daughter that's been in quarantine for the last 2 months. So I do need some cocktails every now and then. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But Dan, you have something else that goes along with that family meal that is kind of unique too, right? A 6-pack of
Spotted cow, and that's going to be for Father's Day for your takeout, any takeout, the family meals. You'll get a 6-pack of spotted cow, which is a great treat.
Yeah, no kidding, it is. And so look, this is where you need to be. You want to take care of Dad this year. Definitely think about Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich. You could dine in on the patio by then. You could also pick up and delivery that day. Lots of great options. Dan, let's talk about the website. Beelows.com is a place to be for people to be able to check out everything that you've got going on, including your whole menu. They'll be able to see all of your starters, all your entrees, everything that you offer. And I'll tell you, like I had mentioned, my wife got your salmon salad, and by the time we got home, it was fine. It was perfect. It was as if
it traveled really well.
Yeah, it was really good. I actually had some of that too after I mowed through that steak and the garlic potatoes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Beelow Steakhouse is so good. And look, we're showing a picture right now, Dan, of this is your patio right next to your one of your fireplaces. What steak is that? I can't even tell. Is that the T-bone?
That is a porterhouse. That's
porterhouse, even better than a T-bone.
Yeah.
Look at that in your Beelow.
Both worlds.
Yeah, because you get a bigger fillet with that, right?
Fillet, yeah.
Cool. And wine, you offer wine for your curbside and delivery as well, right?
We do, yeah. And any bottle of wine that you order, we give away 2 free Beelow's glasses. Wine glasses with that. So you can keep those at home and drink your wine like you're here.
There you go. And that's not a bad option either. And speaking of options, I want to touch a little bit on your desserts, because your desserts are phenomenal. This picture doesn't even do this justice. I've seen some of your desserts on my table when I've come and visited you in the past. And now, again, let's talk about that. Everything is homemade at your place.
Yeah, our chefs make all the desserts here and everything. Yeah, and we give them kind of free reign to come up with some new desserts, specials and stuff. And you just saw the chocolate tulip mousse cups, which the chef invented himself. So we give them a little bit of leeway, and they come up with great things.
Well, you can't go wrong with anything like that. And you've got surf and turf type of meals as well, and those are still available too, right?
Yes, they are. Yep.
See, look at that, and that's what it's about. Your menu is there, and now, Dan, you've touched on it a little bit. You're super excited about having people back in your restaurant, hanging out, because that is one of the things that I've absolutely noticed. You're there. You're there, part of things. You're hanging out. You're enjoying the food there as well. You're not just sitting, in an office or whatever. You're there. People can come in, and you're there.
Yeah, you can catch me almost any day. And I, just hang out and talk to the guests, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Well, I mean, we enjoy coming out there, and it is a place that my wife and I have absolutely became or brought into our lives as a special place for us. We definitely make it a point not only just to go when we're in the mood for good food, but generally every year. My anniversary is May 10th. Or May 19th, I should get that right. May 10th is my daughter's birthday in my defense, so I threw that off a little bit. But our anniversary was just this week, and that's why we got steak last week. We wanted to celebrate, because usually we're there on May 19th. We're at your restaurant enjoying dinner.
Yes, sir.
And
you come here more than I can imagine.
Well, you happen to be pretty conveniently located for me, Dan. So I'm okay with that. You're in Lake Zurich. Let's talk about that too. You're on Rand Road. You are just a little bit south of 22. You're in almost the same parking lot as Walker Brothers, and then also Regal Cinemas there too, right?
Regal Cinema, yeah. And Costco's right across the street, so you really can't miss it.
Yeah, and you have tractors. My daughter loves that. Every time we come by, you've got a bunch of tractors, presumably from your farm, right?
A couple of them are from the farm, and I've ones that I've restored and brought into the packed. And kids love it. You see them all the time, even if they're eating over at Walker Brothers. They're climbing on the tractors, taking pictures, and they send us a lot of the pictures, which is neat. Kids
That's
enjoy.
awesome.
enjoy
And Dan, speaking of pictures, and I know you're remodeling, you're kind of going through that right now, but people could walk around and the pictures that are on the walls in your restaurant are all your family pictures and stuff dealing with the Beelows. It's not like stock images that you pulled off of Google or anything along those lines. Last time I was there, you brought me around. You were showing me all the pictures of your farm, of your family, of your cars, and everything along that. And it proves a point that you are indeed locally owned. This is your baby. This is something that people could come see you sitting there at your restaurant, eating your food, enjoying your things, and it's a family affair.
Yeah, that's kind of my pride and joy. We've got pictures from the 20s up until now, from my grandfather's family, my dad, my mom, pictures of the farm back in the 20s and the 30s, how my grandfather used to age his meat hanging in the barn. And it goes all the way up till, my kids now with, sitting on some of the tractors that we have and all that kind of stuff. So
right.
it is really a family feeling.
Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich, Rand Road. Beelows.com. You could head over there. That's what we did last week. Checked out the menu, gave you guys a call, and they're like, come and get it. 20 minutes. It's here waiting for you.
Yep.
So it's a great place to be. We've got gift cards. Let's give those away here in just a few minutes. Dan was nice enough to offer up not one, not two, but three $50 gift cards.
And we can see it when you win it.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. You got to come in and say hi to Dan. And Dan, if you don't know, if you forget what Dan might look like with his snazzy shirt, because you're not always wearing that. But one thing you could always tell that it's Dan Beelow, because Dan, you're always wearing shorts.
Always wearing shorts. I haven't had a pair of long pants on in 10 years. In 17 years, I've had them on 7 times.
So I remember coming there one time in the winter and you were outside shoveling in shorts.
Yeah.
So just look for the guy wearing shorts any time of year and you'll find him. It's Dan Beelow. Dan, thank you so much for hanging out. But Father's Day, that's where you need to be. Come and enjoy the patio. Bring your family. You said it's going to be a family style type of a meal or like a brunch.
Yeah, brunch area. The whole menu is open all day.
Well, you're doing construction. It's okay. It's okay. That's for sure.
Yeah, we have the full menu all day. We do not have a lunch menu, but we'll have that brunch from 9 to 3. And like I said, to go, it'll be all packed for you. And if you're here, we will do a family style type of buffet for you.
Yeah, I'm legit going to talk to my wife and get us there for sure. Curbside and delivery. Dan, what's your phone number that people could give you a call and order some tasty food from you?
It's 847-540-0600.
And Beelows.com, that's the place to be. And Stasha here, my boys always choose Beelows for their birthday meals. They love your steak. My younger son loves your mashed potatoes, which are they're amazing. And your salad with ranch, because your ranch is even made there, right?
Yes, the ranch is made here, and we use all quality ingredients, and I make sure they don't skimp on that. And using all the good tasting stuff.
That's another thing too, Dan. Like you get mashed potatoes, you're getting mashed potatoes. You're not getting a little dollop of them. You get a salad, you're getting a salad. A wedge salad came with my steak, and I want to eat my steak. I'm not, I'm going to go for that first. But that wedge salad was probably the best wedge salad I've ever had. And
they're great wedge salads. Put a lot of bacon on it, and
yes,
and the dressings really, really hit it off because you don't taste anything fake in it.
No, you absolutely don't. And it tastes very, very fresh, just like everything there. If you haven't been to Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich, that is where you need to be. Father's Day, 9 to 3, full menu all day. If you come into the patio, though, you enjoy that family style that they'll take care of you with. They're local guys. The farm is in Mundelein, so they're Lake County guys too. On top of it all, we've got gift cards to give away, $50, and I suppose I should probably give that link away because that's really what people all are here for, Dan. They don't want to hear me talk.
We need those customers coming in to see us.
So starting at 3:30, go to the link I'm posting right now to the comments, and you'll be able to enter to win one of the three $50 gift cards that Dan Beelow is so kind to offer up to everybody. You got that cigar dinner coming up. Details about that, I'm assuming, at your website as well.
It will be on Monday.
Oh, Monday? Okay, I'll be there on Monday. And man, I want to be there for that. I want to be there for Father's Day. Man, I just want to kind of come and hang out and eat steak with you.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and get steak and spotted cow for Father's Day as well, for the family meals to go. Father's Day is the place to be. You really want to impress Dad? Well, Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich is the place to do it. Dan, if I don't see you, if you're too busy when I am there on Father's Day, happy Father's Day.
I will see you.
Thank you for being here with us today. I really appreciate your generosity to our listeners. I should say our viewers, because this is new to me too. We're on social media, and I'm not used to people seeing all of this.
Yeah, right.
I'm pulling the curtain back.
Have a face for radio.
My wife has told me that my entire life, and that's okay. I'll take it. But Beelows.com, that's the place to be. Dan, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, everybody. Bye. And participated with our second social stream live.
Well.
Dan Beelow. Yeah, and man, I good luck with your remodeling. That's the word I'm looking for. I've got steak in my brain now.
Bringing the farm to the restaurant.
Yeah, and I can't wait to come by and see it. I love that old barnwood stuff. Yeah. If you literally take the barnwood from your barn, is even more impressive.
That's the neat thing, is it's coming directly from one of our barns. So.
That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, Dan. Well, I'll see you real soon. Beelows.com. Dan Beelow from Beelow Steakhouse in Lake Zurich, Rand Road, just south of 22, same parking lot as Regal Cinemas. Get there. Take care of Dad this year with Beelow Steakhouse. Dan, have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.